$400 Solana. Baby dolls, can we get there? We're going to go through the upsides. We're going to go through the downsides. We're going to get a clear picture as to what's going on. So, firstly, let's clear the air. A lot of friends, yous are upset that Solana pumped. Let's get this exact number. You're like, Solana went up 220%. Just chill out, man. Please chill out. Okay, look at this. Solana dropped 97%. Okay, this is like Chainlink, right? Chainlink hit $5 from the top. That's 90%. It's like Chainlink hitting $2.50 and then rallying back to $6 or $7, which is, where it's kind of at now. That's what Solana did. So I want you to know Solana's still down 90% after a 220% rally. So there is a very weak hand that got rid of the coins here. Okay, now I hope they live long enough to regret it, and they will. Okay, so I was calling for some deep questioning down at this yellow box because all the Ethereum maxis were like, Solana's bad, Solana's bad. Don't listen to them, man. They're just poopy heads, okay? This is what happens. When you see a competitor burning on fire, people don't want to put the fire out. Okay? That's just all it is. It happens in every single asset class. Don't worry, it's nothing new. And we had the God tier up only squeeze rally from it. But should we buy it, man? I mean, you're noticing $400 Sol here. But I want you to know how we get there. And I want you to think about the obstacles in the way. Because it might not be, does Solana hit $400? We might end up discovering, man, if Solana's at $400, what are all the other coins going to be in the other sectors? Have I missed out on bigger gains? That's what we're going to be going through, okay? So, yes, Solana went up and then it went down. We went up, went down, doesn't matter, okay? It's in a cheap zone. Cheap zone. But do you want to own it for long? So, firstly, Alameda have a lot of coins, okay? Alameda got 11% of the coins. That's big. Big. They're going to be forced to liquidate. Now, maybe it gets absorbed over time, but this is lurking in the background, right? And you think, okay, who's going to push your coin up? Is it going to be strong hands? No, we don't. Believe it or not, strong hands do not push the coin up. Weak hands push the coin up. Strong hands like us, we just prevent it from going to zero. Okay? Big difference. So, strong hands prevent it from going to zero. So, instead of going down here, it stops here because there's strong hands who have been buying the whole way, along the way, right? Buy. Yes. But the weak hands, they're the ones, right? Obviously, the weak hands were the one who caused this too. The strong hands prevent you from going to zero. But the weak hands are going to be the one going, missed it. That actually pushes us up because they can't live with themselves to be patient. They have to hit market. Remember, there's a bell curve. You are my friend. You've been watching all the videos. We are the bell curve. You always want to be in the middle. You are a strong hand in the middle. Yes. And the weakest hands, FOMO buy and FOMO sell. They keep hitting market. The weakest hands keep doing that over and over again. And your goal is to always remain in the middle. So, $400 Sol. How do we get there? There's some asterisks. You got to read the fine print. So how do we get there, man? But first, we're going to look at Solana's advantage. Solana has a big brand name awareness, which is different to the 2017 coins like EOS, because Solana actually has users on it. Now, you might not agree with them, but it actually has users. And people, NFTs, and they love the logo, and they play around with it, okay? And let's say you don't even believe me. Let's say, you know what? I don't believe your story, and I don't care. Well, that's why I have literally one of the best Twitters that can possibly exist for crypto Twitter, because I actually post factual information. Here we go. The crypto industry is still growing. It's a general crypto post, right? You have developers building on each chain, okay? And I've also talked here. We don't know who's going to make the next killer dApps to reignite retailers, right? But at least we know the fundamentals are still strong. So I've written here, Ethereum has the most devs at 5,700. The others are growing. Now, I know it's blurry, but I mean, you can go check it yourself on developerreport.com, okay? Here we go. Ethereum, 5,700 devs. Polkadot, 2,000 devs. Solana number 4, 2,000 devs. 2,000, friends. BNB, you want to know BNB, Binance, yeah? How much does it have? It has 540. Cardano has 465. Okay? So, once again, I'm not saying one's better or not. I'm just saying, for a dead chain, Solana seems pretty active. You know what I mean? Like, for a dead ghost zombie, like, you're moving some limbs here. You're twitching enough for us to take interest. But there's a caveat here, man. Remember, this is not just go buy, load the truck now. This isn't that. I'm just saying, if you're in this, you can keep buying if you really, really, really believe. But us, like, you know, there's an asterisk. We're going to go through them. So we have these. So you know the chain's not dead. You know there's people still on there. So you think, okay, what gives? Well, this is the thing, man. There are other chains. So what advantage does Solana have? It has the most TPS now, transactions per second. But is it going to be there forever? And really, do we even need it to be there forever? Because it's fast now. It might get enough people now. Developers are coming in. They're making stuff, you know, but you're always going to have the Alameda thing lurking in the background. So I want to show you Ethereum, right? I'm going to remove this super trend here. Ethereum's chart. So this is, Solana has basically been doing this chart, you know, a giant big fat collapse. This one, and then like, these are monthly candles, right? And then basically, oh, that's crazy. 16 months sideways. So it's painful, man. It's painful. That's a long time. So maybe FTX gets liquidated this time over here. You know, you have a lot of things to go through. And another thing as well, Ethereum down here did not have the competition Solana has now, right? So you got to weigh it up. Ethereum was just introducing DeFi to the world, showing, hey, smart contracts aren't a scam. We can actually build something beyond Bitcoin, and here it is, right? What's Solana got? It has nothing yet. So, you know me, man. We're all friends. Don't ever judge anyone, any chain, anything. Don't ever judge it, okay? Don't ever write it off. You just sit there like an open book like me. I want you to know that DeFi got created right here. DeFi season was right here, okay? DeFi season, right? So DeFi was made in this period, just no one gave a shit about it, okay? So who's to say, like, no one's ever thought of this. What if in these poopy times, we are looking at something that gets created on Solana? Maybe there's stuff on Solana that can't be made on Ethereum right now, right? Let's go a step further. People will say, we have layer 2s. We have layer 2 Ethereum. Go, yeah, but, you know, yeah, we do have layer 2s, but what if they get made on Solana, right? There's 2,000 devs, man. There's 5,000 devs on Ethereum. So, yeah, the chances that Ethereum create the next wave is higher than Solana, but it's not 100%, okay? Someone could be a really cool entrepreneur and just like, screw it, I like Solana, I want to build something cool on it. That can happen, right? So don't ever write everything off. So we have that. We have that going for us. There is hope. There is hope. But the cope part is it's going to take time, man. It's going to take time, okay? And that's what we don't like to see. We don't like to see this at all. It's going to take time. And you want to know, all right, so $400 Sol. Well, to summarize it, how I got $400 Solana is it's actually pretty optimistic, you know, because here's the Solana Ethereum ratio. And if you just assume one day in the future, I'm not saying now, one day we get around here, okay, maybe deep future, 2025 sometime, yeah, right? Maybe one day Solana versus Ethereum somehow goes back to all the way up here, right? Maybe it doesn't even break the high. It just goes back here, right? If you get your calculator out and you go here, right? See this number, 0.043. So you got to assume crypto keeps growing. You do 0.043 times your price of Ethereum. So if you think Ethereum is going to hit $9,400 one day, which is what I think it is, you get a $400 Sol. And that's how it's derived, you know. There's some big ifs and arts, and yes, you can do it, but you got to assume that it keeps growing and these devs don't leave. But hey, that's it, man. That's it. So, you know, can you buy to make money? Yeah. But you got to decide, right? Do you want to stand in front of the train? How's this all going to play out? Is all of us going to win? Or a few chains going to win? That's what we don't know. Is someone cool going to make something? So, if you want to ask me, my strategy, right? My final message is, because, let's go to Bitcoin quickly. Because layer ones already became a narrative up here. And me, I don't buy exit liquidity narratives. I don't buy dead layer one narratives or gaming or metaverse. We don't just go buy anything, okay? Because they're dead layer one narratives. These narratives, they're the ghosts now. You're not going to get your 100 to 200x. You're going to get your 10, 20, 30x, okay? But they're dead narratives. So now that we know that, you ask yourself, do you want to stand in front of the train here? Do you want to stand in front of that train knowing that that narrative, it's one of the past and it's dead? Personally, me, I would rather wait until something like this happens, right? Maybe Solana goes sideways. Yeah, maybe Solana goes sideways. And like I said, maybe someone makes something cool on Solana. And when they do, we're going to hear about it. And when we hear about it, someone's going to try copy. And, you know, maybe here's the coin, right? Here's the coin. And when they try copy, there's going to be like all these different clones all around it, you know, all these different clones, and everyone's going to go in circles, and then it's going to implode in itself. But in that circle part, it's going to be fun, and we'll be able to buy stuff, okay? That's why it looks like a flywheel, yes, that eventually runs out of steam and all explodes. So that's my strategy. I'm going to do that now because I think the crypto industry is getting harder, less efficient. It's going to get less euphoric. I don't think all the money is going to be just in layer one coins themselves. I think there's going to be applications that come next with entrepreneurs, and it's going to be harder. I don't think you can just buy one coin and go, woohoo, 300x. I don't think that's going to happen for the most part, for dead narratives of the past, right? So that's my strategy. So you'll keep an eye on Solana, but if someone makes something cool and we're ready to pounce, I think you're going to have a much better time because, you know, you don't need to wait. And like in this time, man, like, yeah, you can wait and let your money do the washing machine, but that's a long time, friends. That's 2 years. What if a narrative happens on another chain? You know, what if it starts happening on Tron? What if it's another layer 2 of Ethereum? What if it's got nothing to do with it? What if XRP gets a narrative? Like, you don't know. You got to keep a really open mind, man. You got to keep a really open mind. Do you want capital tied up here? That's what you got to think about. So yeah, we can get a $400 Sol. You need a $1 trillion market cap Ethereum, $9,400, but it doesn't mean auto buy. I still think we're better off waiting. You sit in the coins you want to hold, and then we wait for a narrative to pop. Until next time, friends.